The Black Stars will beat Colombia. We'll neutralize them and then we'll beat them. And I'll tell you why in a bit. But please subscribe to the channel. Please put this on notification and like the video. I'd also like to know what you think. Share your predictions with me. You guys, you only watch the video. You don't share your comments. Please do, yeah? Because I'd love to know. And also leave a review. I'd love to know who you want to see starting. I'd love to know what you think is going to happen as far as the outcome of the game is concerned. So predict. I think we're going to stop Colombia. And this is how we'll do it. But before that, just a bit on the Colombian team. It is anchored on 4 players. Munoz, the right back, or Munoz, or pardon me for the pronunciation, but yeah, the right back who plays for Crystal Palace is one of the most attacking-minded fullbacks in the world at the moment. He's given the license to bomb forward and join the attack, not just to deliver crosses, but he attacks the box with a view to finishing of chances, which is very strange. You don't see many coaches giving their fullbacks the license to get into the box and try to score a goal. What you see and how you see right backs or wing backs being deployed is that get to the bar line, whipping across, or combine with the teammates on the edge of the penalty area. But the license to enter the penalty boxes is not something you see often. But that's Munoz, and he's got 2 goals in this tournament. So that's one player that Ghana has to be careful about. The other player who is also significant in their build-up or to the team or part of the spine is Jefferson Lerma. He's very competent, decent passer, decent passing range, not extraordinary, but is able to do enough for the needs of the team. If the structure is right, he can find a teammate in the pockets. He combines well with the forwards. He's not Thomas Partey, but he's very good at what he does. Also, he's prepared to put in the shifts. In fact, his work ethic is the reason someone like James Rodriguez, who is the creator, does not need to worry too much about the defensive side of things. So just pops up in the pockets to combine, get shots off, plays the through passes and all of that. He is the brains of the operation. The last man in that spine is Luis Diaz, and we know all about him. So 4 players: Munoz, Jefferson Lerma, James Rodriguez, Luis Diaz. Those are the 4 players I think the Black Stars need to focus on. If we're able to stop James Rodriguez from receiving the ball while facing our goal or facing halfway to goal, receiving it in a 180 degrees, I think we should be fine. If he's forced to receive the ball with his back to goal, we're okay. With his back to goal, we're okay. Jefferson Lerma, cut out the passing lanes to him and then make sure that you block his eyesight and his vision and where he can pass the balls to. I think by and large we can handle them. The most problematic for them is Luis Diaz because he's unpredictable. He can receive the ball with his back to goal and still spin around you, right, and combine with his teammates. Also, the timing of his runs could be problematic, but I wouldn't worry too much about that because Ghana is not going to set an offside trap. Forget it. You will see possibly a mid-block, but you will not see a high line from the Black Stars. Maybe it is the unpredictable movement of Munoz in the penalty area that we need to worry about, because how do you defend against a right back who has a habit of crashing the penalty box? Because those movements are unpredictable. You cannot legislate for that. Also, you don't want a winger to follow him into the penalty box because then it means you're literally defending your 6-yard box in that scenario. So I don't like the uncertainty around him. But I think by and large, the Black Stars are going to defend quite well. I think that the boys have been rested. I was at the training ground the last time on Tuesday to see what they were doing. Jerome Opoku looks fine. Jonas Ajete looks fine. And so you will see a back line of those 4 again. Gideon Mensah, Jerome Opoku, and Jonas Ajete, and Marvin Sanaya. And then a midfield 3 again. But possibly with different variations of how far up the pitch Caleb Urinchi is. But as far as the structure of the team is concerned, their job will be to screen that back line and make sure that we do not concede 19 shots like we did against England. Because if you allow James Rodriguez in those pockets in the edge of the penalty area to receive the ball in turn, he's either playing a pass or he's shooting. So I think one of the instructions to the Black Stars will be to stop those things from happening, because he can hurt you when he gets into those positions. In an attacking sense, we need to have an outlet, and I think we're going to have one. It's good that Antoine Semenyo is fit. I saw him train on Tuesday. He trained again on Wednesday. He's trained today. and she'll be ready for tomorrow's game. So, and look, I'm going to say this about Semenyo. He owes us a big performance. It's been 4 years of underwhelming performances. He's one of the best players in the Premier League as we speak. It's been a tournament for the big boys. Kylian Mbappe has stepped up, right? You've seen Amad Diallo do it for Cote d'Ivoire. Even Ismail Assar has got 4 goals, if I'm not mistaken, at this World Cup. Saibari has done it for his country. John Weiss has scored for DR Congo, I think, against Portugal and all of that. So it's been a tournament where even for the African countries, as I've mentioned, the big boys are stepping up. Ghana's big boys are yet to step up. Fortunately, we've gotten this far on the back of our defense. I think this is the sort of game where the attackers step up and bail you out and then win it for you, because it's a game we cannot draw. You have to win. Even if it's in extra time, you have to win. And to win, you need to score goals. And to score goals, we need to have an attacking outlet. I think you're going to see something similar to the second half against Croatia, but with a more compact look and a more controlled manner from the Black Stars of Ghana. I think this might be the game where Antoine Semenyo breaks his back and scores a goal for the Black Stars. In the second half, I would hope to see Augustin Boache. I don't think he's going to start yet because the games have not required him to come on. I thought the second half against Croatia was the game for him, but it didn't happen. If he had started that game, or if he had come off the bench in that game at least, and put in a strong performance, maybe he would have been a candidate to start. But at this level, the manager will go with the players that have played and those he can see or he has seen and can vouch for. So don't expect any surprises as far as the lineup or even the structure. Carlos Perez is not someone who likes to experiment. He's not a hipster. He goes for what he knows will work for him. And I think what he knows will work for him tomorrow. Let me know what you think and who you would want to see start the game and your predictions. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.